Okay, we'll start earlier in the book. Part of it wasn't working because of audio problems. Let's go back down to here. Looking at these examples, I've written them out. This one starts with, we're making a major, so page 34, perfect cadences. F sharp G, we need 5-1 D G. D G. F sharp G, F sharp is the leading note. I should change the angle. F sharp's the leading note, G. You can see both there. Okay, here. F sharp leading note to G. Then A, B. D, D. D, D. Played in its correct position. Is up here. Step it back a bit. Okay. This is the voice. It's quite hard to do that. Big gap between bass. That's fine. Tenor and bass can have big gaps. Leading note. A, B. Soprano goes leading note to the tonic. Bass goes main note to main note. D, A. So D, G rather, D, G. So one point to remember is that the leading note, which is the seventh degree of a major scale, that's the leading note, that's the tonic, upper tonic. So when you think about it, you have to have from a 5, you've got the 5 chord, the 1 chord, 5, 1, 5, 1, D, G, D, G, in this key of G major. G is the key. Let's do the key of F major. We want to go from F to something. So there's F on the bottom there. C, C, F, C, F. Here we've got the leading note E to F. C, F. I can't play this C here, but Rachmaninoff stretch there. E, F, G, 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 A, C, 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 G, A, E, F. I've spelled that chord there. Now let's do D major. We need to find the perfect cadence, 5-1 for A, D. The D is the dominant, D is not the dominant. It's written above the dominant. D is the tonic chord. Now, this one's got D, D, D. This one has only, doesn't have all the notes. You've got D, D, F sharp, D, but it still sounds pleasant enough. Later we'll come to the explanation that you don't necessarily need to have all the notes of a chord. So actually I'll scoot over to number 3 because I've written in the minor keys. I've got the minor keys written up here. So we can see the minor keys here. It's saying add alto and tenor lines to make perfect cadences in the minor keys. You've got the leading note. And as I said before, that in this harmony we're dealing with harmonic minor, which means a raised seventh. In the key signature, you see three flats: B flat, B flat, E flat, A flat. When you play it as they're written, a C minor has that B flat there in C minor. Natural minor, it's called. Natural minor has B flat as the seventh. It's a lowered seventh or a flattened seventh. But you want to have a raised seventh to give it a nicer quality of finality. Sounds better to have that sort of finishing tone with that B to C. The leading note sounds better in harmony to be a raised seventh rather than a flattened seventh. Doesn't have that much power. So that's why there's the natural there in this question, page 35, question 3. So let's spell it. The dominant of C minor is G major. G, B, D are the chords in G major. G is on the bass, or Cassie-Crass, G. G, 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 D, G, D, that's bass tenor. G, D, alto, soprano. So I'll play that. Only 4 notes. In all these examples, the bass plays the main notes. 5-1, 5-1, that has the biggest gap. Everything else moves close. Alto stays the same. Soprano rises, leading to tonic. And tenor moves a similar direction as the soprano. Perfect cadence, C minor. G, C, G major, C minor. Now let's look at the next one, which is G minor. There are 2 flats, B flat, E flat. B flat is the major key. It's relative minor. B flat, G. 1, 6. The ice cream chord goes 1, 6, 1, 6, 4, 5. So we're in the key of G minor. Again, we see here the raised seventh. F sharp G, you've got the leading note F sharp G, then D, G, D, G, D, F sharp, bass F sharp. That's what we're given. I've added the other notes already. I've kept the alto, stays on D, and I've spelt the chord. The key of G minor, the tonic chord G minor has G, B flat, D. We have to spread that across the 4 parts, SATB, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. The dominant of G minor is D major in this harmonic minor system. D, F sharp, A. And again, we have to spread it out over 4 parts. So I'll play what I've written. D, A. It's a weird looking A, but that's A. B flat in the tenor, A, B flat, F sharp, G in the soprano, D, 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 A, B flat, D, G. That's I've spelt the chords, soprano, alto, tenor, bass. Now, let's read the next. Chord 5 may be set out with a leading note in alto or tenor. So that's a general rule, and as I've said for the assignment, generally have the leading note in the soprano part and the main notes. 5-1, G, D, G, C, 5-1, G, C. You have to have them in the bass. Leading note in soprano, leading note to tonic, then dominant to tonic. 5-1, So that's the rule about the general rule. It works best. Best practice rule. So let's wrap that for now and I'll upload this.